Hello everyone. Fatty from Pack-a-Punch Trader is going to go over the top plays for tomorrow, October 18th. Here we got, once again, BTB is probably going to make its way off of my top watches in probably today or tomorrow. I'm just getting so tired of watching this. It's due for a bounce, and I'll just keep it on the back burner. We've gone over this, got the nice run up, way off of the highs now. It's holding 15 beautifully. It should trigger a bounce from shorts locking in their profits and as well as dip buyers coming in. Just not getting it. The only thing I do see as kind of hopeful is that over the past week or so, with exception for this day, it the price at some point during the day really dipped below VWAP, and it seemed much tighter today. So maybe soon we should be getting a bounce, but just going to be judging the strength intraday. So tomorrow we'll see how much volume we get, if it starts to break into new highs and sustaining that high a day hold compared to something like this where it did break up over, in this case, 16.2, but couldn't really sustain anything. It gave a quick penny, almost penny and a half pop, but then gave it all back. So disappointing to see that. Now you got a little gap up, but that ultimately failed as well. Is just really is having a hard time holding up, and that's what we're going to look for with that consolidation period, where we look for a few minutes, 5 minutes of consolidation before it starts to break into new highs, and that's really to show that it is able to hold up and there is some strength behind it. So that high a day break is more convincing, essentially. So there's BTB as well as, we got a bunch here, all multi-day bounces, AGFY. This is a nice one. Hard pullback, got a nice gap up, but then this thing just gave in. I don't even know if there's news or anything, but this is what we look for. It's already up from 40 cents to 2 now, every single day, just marching up higher. And, excuse me, got stuffed at a whole dollar, half dollar area, no surprise, and gave up a lot. So we'll see how this shapes up for tomorrow. Might need another red day. We'll see how it works out, but definitely keep this on watch for a multi-day bounce. Then we got LASE. This one here, solid rejection at 5 after moving from, we'll call it 2. This is where the last close here was. Yeah, solid move to 5. Could be something as well for a possible multi-day bounce. We are not way off the highs, but solid downtrend here. Solid resistance at 5. So we'll see how much more it needs to head lower, but another one to keep on watch for a bounce play. PEGY, this one was showing some bottoming today, holding up here. It actually came back and barely broke above 570 for a quick new high day, but then retreated a bit. So encouraging to see this lower wick, showing that the price got down to the mid fours, but it couldn't really get held down there. Shorts are losing strength, essentially, is how I see this. And it came all the way back, closed right near the open. So nice to see that. Could be setting up for a nice bounce play tomorrow. But already a decent move from the mid fours to the high fives. So we'll see how much more this has in store. But low float, low market cap, recent play that's taken off. It's on people's radar. So I think a good amount of shorts are in this thing now, looking for this to really break down and get to the fours, threes maybe. And if their expectations are broken, that could lead to a nice move higher. So keep PEGY here on watch for a bounce play as well. The last two, IMUX, IMUX, mover from 4 to 12. Here we are in the mid nines, trying to stabilize here. A couple red days, so not that far off the highs, but it's setting up in a similar pattern. So it's had a couple of red days, at least one is what we look for. Shorts are in control, and now we look for that reversal. So it held 9 pretty well. And what's the low? 866. It's kind of quick tap and then started bouncing back. So in my eyes, this is showing some bottoming signs, but of course, that could be that could happen all the time. You could have signs of it tightening up and whatnot, but that doesn't mean it's gonna have to move higher and reverse. So it's really important, in my opinion, to judge the day of what it's gonna do. If you think there's enough momentum for it to push higher or not. So although this is looking good, gotta wait for more confirmation. And then FNGR. This is the one I was thinking of. Well, off the highs, couple red days here, insane mover, um, as we usually look for. So now that we're on the backside, keep on watch for the failure to keep breaking down, start holding up, breaking to new highs, and ideally start holding VWAP. And if it holds trend, could really give a decent move. Today was BTS, not the best example, as this isn't one that we usually look for, but kind of broke out in a similar fashion. You got this huge downtrend, 90% or so, and what it did today is what started on Friday when we saw after hours there was some action here that was trying to hold up, and then we really got it today. It held red green, could really barely break down. There's a little bit more demand coming through, and the buy point in my eyes would be 19 and a half here when it breaks new highs and starts holding up, holding VWAP, and then that triggers the move higher. So sometimes it's a quick move. It just breaks through the high day and it could easily push higher. Sometimes it needs some time to really confirm that it's failing to break down, and then that could lead to a stronger move. So whatever way it shows up, gauge the momentum. How is it holding red green, open price, VWAP, high a day? What's the demand like? So yeah, I guess we'll just wrap it up there. I already got a video lesson out going over the day, so if you want to check that out. Besides that, we'll catch you guys later. Hope this was useful. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. Besides that, have a great one.